Well, good morning, everybody, and welcome on in. Mr. Andrew Lessman is here. Andrew, I feel like I've still got that New Year's buzz, that energy, and I suppose today's products, today's specials are all about a healthier, better feeling you.
Well, we're trying to offer products that, depending on what your New Year's resolution is, some of us, it might just be to feel better. It's sometimes a wellness resolution, sometimes it's a weight loss resolution, whatever it is. That's kind of become a trite expression now. We all say new year, new you. But I genuinely try to offer products, especially this time of year, that provide a difference that you could see, a difference you could feel. And with our first product, the circulation vein support, it's a difference, especially if you read the reviews, that no one expects to be able to experience what this product can offer. Yeah. And it's something that, it's one of the most exciting products I have to talk about, because we were, I believe, the first to bring this ingredient over from Europe almost 20 years ago. And that it's a product that really has taken on a life of its own, because this is a product we really just feature once a year. And it's a product that has become among our most popular reorder products, right up there with our Healthy Hair, Skin, and Nails, with our coenzyme Q10, with our secure meal replacement, right up there with it, that when we're not here, the months I'm not here, this is among the most popular products at the network. And the only reason isn't because of anything I say. The only reason is because of how it works once you get it home. And of course it works differently for everyone, but then we're all experiencing the problems with our circulation in our legs and our feet, or our ankles, or our calves, the swelling, the enlarged veins, things like that. We all experience that differently, so of course the experience with the product will be different. But the one thing we all share is that by improving the quality of that circulation, the tone of that blood vessel, those blood vessels, the permeability of those blood vessels, we change the swelling, we change the enlargement, we change how we feel. And that's what I'd say more than half the reviews talk more about feeling than appearances.
And to that point, we invite you to certainly look online. It's 5 stars, over 2,000 reviews of them are 5 stars. Andrew's products, for those of you that know, and certainly those of you who are joining us for the first time, they're all natural, they're filler and additive free. Andrew started his business several years ago, 30 years ago, and since then he has created what is an incredible network of loyal customers who truly believe and understand in putting good stuff into your body, because when you put good stuff into your body, you get good stuff out. Just to reiterate what Andrew said about the reviews, I've never seen a list of words like life-changing or miracle, or really so many inspiring and passionate reviews as I have about this particular product. There are those folks out there that simply swear by it. And Andrew, dare I say, you must as well be kind of overwhelmed, because you know, these are not little words. To say life-changing and miraculous, that is the most common thread through them.
It's amazing when you read the reviews. It's funny, we have about 200 charts here, review charts. And what I just did is I grabbed 50 to 59. I just grabbed 10 of them here. And before we get into the particulars of the product, and just briefly on the product, the ingredient we brought over from Europe almost 20 years ago is called diosmin. It's a natural flavonoid found in the skin of citrus fruits, also found in rosemary, naturally occurring. In Europe, it's recommended as a medical product by doctors because things are regulated differently there. Of course, this is not a medicine, it's not a drug, it's a natural ingredient. So here, it was a process starting almost 20 years ago, dealing with the Food and Drug Administration, the FDA, bringing this ingredient over. But I'm thrilled that I did, and since that time, we've increased the potency of each capsule by 20%. Wow. We've added different ingredients, including butcher's broom extract, which has almost as good a research as diosmin has. Not quite, but almost as good. We also added pine bark extract. We've also added grapeseed extract. So the only thing we've done in almost 20 years is we've improved the potency, the comprehensive nature of action of the product, and we've also lowered the price, because this is the best price we've ever offered it, and that's considering it's almost 20 years of existence. So it's a great opportunity, it's a great value, and what I would, in the reviews you'll notice, I really try to speak to everyone who is skeptical, who doesn't believe a product like this can make a difference in the way our tissues, our blood vessels in our legs age. in the way they respond to the challenges of our lives, that we stand too much, we sit too much, we're not active enough, we don't eat the right foods, we might smoke. We do things that challenge the circulation throughout our body. Perhaps at top of the list of the things we do that challenges the circulation in our feet, ankles, and calves. Most of us are overweight. Most of us are, 40% of us are obese. So again, these are challenges that our society and our lifestyles bring on, but the way our feet, ankles, and calves feel, that's a consequence. That's a direct result. It's an unavoidable direct result of those conditions. So if you're skeptical and you don't believe that this simple capsule, easy to swallow, will never upset your stomach, if this simple capsule can make a profound difference, then you can send it back for a complete refund. But you'll be astounded. And before I get into the science, we'll just read some reviews here. And this is one of the most clinically supported supplements of any kind. Miracle in a Bottle. I bought this when it was the Today Special. Oddly, I almost never listened to the vitamin presentations. Must be because of me.
I'm saying nothing.
I was impressed by the overwhelmingly positive reviews, about 95% positive. So I took it, and we're talking thousands of reviews. So I took advantage. There's nothing to lose with HSN's return policy, as I just said. Well, I did not see results in 3 days, more like a few weeks. Typically a week or two, 3 weeks at most. Really, you've got 30 days is plenty. But my left ankle has not looked normal in years until taking this product. Wow. No cramps and less fatigue. Like thousands of others, I cannot and will not be without this product. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Something we don't want to talk about. I ran out of the circulation and vein support and found out how important this supplement really is. This takes care of an area of the body that none of us really want to discuss. I'm remiss for not mentioning this, and that is our bottom. Hemorrhoids. That's an issue of blood vessels and blood vessel integrity, blood vessel tone. Yes, without the circulation vein support, my hemorrhoids returned.
There you go.
I'm now taking them again and have seen dramatic improvements. Thank you, HSN, and especially Andrew, for bringing such wonderful products to us to enhance our health.
Wow.
Sandy in Arizona. Can't miss a day. My legs have icky spider veins, and for some reason at night, my feet have a burning sensation. When I am taking at least one of these daily, many people take one. I highly recommend, the scientific research is 2. Okay. All seems to be fine. My legs are also starting to look clear. I'm going to stock up so I don't miss a day. Thank you. Delivers results. I suffered for years with legs swelling so badly that it made it almost impossible for me to work in my garden. After only days of taking the supplement, the improvement was incredible. I will never be without them. Thank you, Andrew, for giving me back the joy of working in my garden. Oops. This product has changed my mother's life. With the onset of the cold weather, my mother was suffering from cramps in her legs every day. After the very first day of using this product, the cramping subsided and continued to improve. We like the fact that it's all natural. It's made entirely with solar power. Thank you, Team Andrew Lessman. Thank you, Team HSN. That's great. Sweet relief. My spider veins are diminished. Some are gone. If that was not impressive enough, time to get all embarrassed. Fortunately, reviews are semi-anonymous. Yep. Time to get all embarrassed. Other veins, hemorrhoids in your body also calm down. I read one review that was broaching the subject, and I thought it was worth a try. I really appreciate the reviews, and I know some I have to park pride to write them. So I will join that club. Thank you, HSN, Andrew Lessman, and reviewer Revive Linda from Illinois. Wow. Because Linda's review I would not have purchased. That's from Cherie in New York. And there's, I'd say, dozens and dozens of reviews talking about hemorrhoids. Wouldn't go a day without it. I've been taking the supplement for about 3 years now. My spider veins are pretty much invisible, and varicose veins have minimized. The interior of my veins must be healthier too. That's how it works. If you have any of these problems, stick with taking these for at least 3 months. You will definitely see results. Thank you, Andrew. You'll see results in a matter of weeks. It continues to improve the entire time you use the product. So if you use it for years, things continue to improve. This product is incredible. And again, we don't edit any of these reviews. We don't remove the bad reviews. I have suffered from heavy, swollen legs since I was 19 years old. After 3 children and at age 49, I've tried any and all products that claim to help with no results. I'm a real skeptic, especially since nothing out there helped me. So I decided to try these and figured if they didn't help, I can return them for a full refund, which is true. My doctor gave me a prescription for thick support hose, along with the advice that nothing else will help me. My choice of shoes depended on how swollen my feet and ankles were. After only a few days of taking this supplement, my legs are actually skinny, and I have ankles. I haven't seen them in years. Also gone is the heavy feeling. This product is really a godsend. In fact, if you went to a doctor in France and Europe, they would recommend the key ingredient in this product. Saved my life. My ankles were swelling from standing all day. I was having bad leg cramps at night to the point where I was afraid to go to bed. My doctor said I must do stretches before I go to bed, but how do you do that when your legs are restless? So I Googled Andrew Lessman, and I saw these capsules for circulation of the veins in your legs. The first night I took your capsules, I had no leg cramps. I slept the entire night and woke up extremely well rested. I usually get between 4 to 5 hours of sleep. Now I have normal ankles again, no more cramps. I get goosebumps. I feel fantastic for the first time, and I'm sleeping a full night. Wow.
Well, I mean, you listen to this, and I think many of us are on Team Andrew Lessman, because the truth is these are real reviews. And there's a lot of us that maybe like that very first reviewer who said, you know, I don't always watch the presentations, I don't always listen to all the facts, but I read the reviews. And that's okay. A lot of us rely on reviews these days, whether it's reviews for restaurants or hotels or supplements. It's a reliable way to get a real authentic opinion.
And when you speak of reviews, I mean, it's the first thing Muriel and I do when we think of going to a movie.
Right.
You read the reviews at Rotten Tomatoes or your favorite newspaper, or if you're going to a restaurant, you read the reviews on some restaurant site. And you, of course, take them with a grain of salt. But usually I'm excited if there's 30 or 40 or 50 reviews that will enable me to get a good sense of whether this restaurant will be good, or I should read this book, or if I should see this film. But here, I have to apologize. If you read the reviews, there's thousands. Over 80% of the reviews on this product are 5-star.
Yes.
I'd say another 10% are 4-star. So if you just look for positive reviews, you're around 95%. That's 95 and 100. And if there's one thing that defines human beings, we have this incredible capacity to disagree. Just look at the political climate now. We just always find something to disagree about. And it's not that we're disagreeable, we just all have our own opinions. So it's rather exciting when there's something that we could all agree on. In fact, I mean, someone could give me a really beautiful, exciting car and give it to me for free. I probably wouldn't want to drive it. I tend to like a more 4-door car. So, you know, you could take something that's objectively a wonderful car, a fancy sports car. And a lot of people say, no, it doesn't work for me. Not enough room. It's not comfortable. I can't sit. So you could take things that people would objectively, whether it might be clothing or things like that, that you think this is really high quality, it's really expensive, and no, it's getting a bad review. So how unusual is it that something so simple, and I guess it isn't unusual, because this product, the one thing we all share underneath our skin is the exact same chemistry, physiology, anatomy. And that's where this goes. So this transcends our individual tastes and our individual preferences that has some of us, even if something's objectively wonderful, some of us won't like it. But with something like this, it's strictly a shared experience that is our human experience, and that's how our body works internally, regardless of what else is going on.
Well, it's January 21st, and today's the day to make that difference. If Andrew has said anything, maybe it's in the presentation so far, it's been in the reviews, maybe it's been to do with swollen feet, ankles and calves and legs, maybe it's restless leg, maybe it's hemorrhoids, maybe there's something that Andrew said that really has hit hard with you and struck a chord with you. You must know that this can help. I always talk a lot about these days, there's a lot of hype associated with things. No hype here. Just real results. I want to show you the pricing that's available for this day and this day only. On this day, Andrew goes all out with the lowest price. I mean, we are down to 17 cents per capsule when you break down the higher capacity. So,
well, and by the way, the reason why we could do that is just the capsules we've gone through, if you look at the counter on the screen, would be in excess of 10 million capsules of this product. The efficiencies of acquiring the raw materials and producing and preparing the product, because of course we make everything, and blending it, assembling it, encapsulating it, packaging it, those efficiencies are what make a Today Special. We plan on it once a year, and this has been our Today Special in January for 15 years. I'm excited to say, in 15 years, this is the best Today Special price ever. It's the best formula ever. So it's something I'm proud of. As I said before, we not only make the best product of this kind in the world, but we make it the most responsibly. It's made entirely using solar energy, solar power, so there's no carbon footprint, there's no pollution associated with it. We also donate 3 bottles of prenatal vitamins. For every bottle of my product that you get, there's 3 bottles of prenatal vitamins going to needy mothers. That's where any vitamin makes the biggest difference in the history of vitamins, is a prenatal vitamin, especially to someone who's struggling with their nutrition. And people often ask, well, it's nice that you donate prenatal vitamins all over the world, in the needy countries of the world. It's not all over the world. 1/4 right here in America, in impoverished areas, in rural areas, impoverished areas in inner cities. So we're also helping our fellow Americans with this product. So
over 30 million as well, which we're celebrating today. And of course, you are a major part of making that a reality. So we thank you in advance. I'm conscious that we only have a few minutes left on this Today's Special. So here's the option in terms of pricing. And the 60 caps today, you can see $32 is normally the price. Today it's under 20, you save 13. 180, normally 74, today 49.90, you save 25. 360, normally 129, today it's 79 and change, you save 50. That's on 3 flex pay. Largest size, a special size Andrew's doing for today is the 750. Normally it would be $250, today it's 129.90 and you save 120.
And I hope everyone realizes when we introduced this product, I think it was more around 30 or 40 cents per capsule in dollars of the 1990s.
Right.
Today, it's a little more than a dime a capsule. Wow. So at 1 capsule a day, and I really recommend 2. You could start with 2, you could always go down to 1, but it really works best with 2. That's how the product is ideally dosed in all the clinical studies and the medical studies, which there are abundance of these studies for us to know this. So to think that it's just a little more than a dime a capsule for that kind of experience, what I was going to do is I wanted to first show the formula, just the basic formula, and then I wanted to just read some of the science. And the science might seem boring, but the science should be the most exciting part, because yes, the reviews share everyone's experience. 95% positive reviews, that's phenomenal, that's fantastic for a product that also doesn't have 10 or 20 reviews, or even 50 or 100. It has a couple of thousand reviews, so that's pretty impressive. But just looking at the formula, it's the flavonoids in the formula that does the work, and all of these ingredients deliver flavonoids. Diosmin is the key ingredient that we brought over literally from France about 20 years ago, had to go through all the approval process. Despite it being a natural ingredient, there's a complex approval process we had to go through at that time. It was 500 milligrams in the original formula. Today it's 600, 20% more. We added hesperidin, we added rutin, 2 flavonoids that are used in the European clinical studies that enhance the activity of diosmin. We also added 3 other ingredients, all of which have independent scientific clinical support for their benefits for our circulation in our legs, especially butcher's broom, which has almost the same quality of research as diosmin, same quantity of research. So you get the butcher's broom, you get pine bark, you get grapeseed. So it really is a standalone product in terms of providing natural flavonoids. So it's an abundance of protective compounds for our entire body, not just for our circulation. The circulation is where you'll see the difference and where you'll feel the difference, but it's also protecting tissues throughout your body.
And the levels of which these are in there are all backed up by the science of what you go through.
Well, this is, and even if the science is great, and I always say, my products are not designed to be an experiment. Maybe an experiment for you, but they're not designed to be speculative.
Right.
A lot of companies, they read the research and the science, and then they make a product that doesn't look anything like the science. We'll talk about that in a moment with glucosamine. The great research on glucosamine is for glucosamine sulfate. What do most products contain? Glucosamine hydrochloride, an entirely different chemical compound without the science, without the benefits. So we simply, it's simple. We take the research, that's what we want to make available to you.
Right.
So how foolish would it be for us to then make a product that's not consistent, that doesn't follow the research, which of course it would be foolish, and it's not what we do. But I just wanted to read some of the quotes from the research and what I try to do is just pick some random quotes that use obviously some very strong language in terms of benefit, but from a number of different journals to show you just how consistently accepted the benefits of this product are. So international angiology, and angiology is the study of circulation. If you had an angiogram, that's when they're generally, if they're doing that with your heart, they're looking at the coronary arteries. The efficacy was clearly demonstrated. When they add adverbs like that, the scientists usually don't like to speak in superlatives.
Right.
But you'll see here, the efficacy, meaning the effectiveness, was clearly demonstrated with not just an improvement, a rapid improvement of functional signs in the first months, being maintained till the end of the study. The reduction of ankle and calf circumferences, so literally a measurable difference in the circumference, the area around your ankle and your calf, is probably linked to a decrease in plasma filtration through capillary walls, less leakage out of your capillaries.
Wow.
This fact confirms the positive role of diosmin with hesperidin on tissue microcirculation. Another journal, International Journal of Microcirculation. The use of diosmin with hesperidin has been shown to improve venous tone, the tone of our blood vessels, which means they enlarge less, they look better. Microvascular permeability, again, less swelling. Lymphatic activity, less swelling. And microcirculatory nutritive flow, you nourish your tissues better. Angiology, another journal. Pharmacological and clinical studies demonstrated the comprehensive mode of action of diosmin with hesperidin. It increases venous tone, it improves lymph drainage, and it protects the microcirculation. That's how it decreases swelling and enlargement of those tissues and blood vessels. Diosmin with hesperidin, as a result of its comprehensive mode of action, not just its mode of action, its comprehensive mode of action, addresses both the macrocirculation, that's the larger circulation throughout your body, your arteries and veins, and microcirculation at the same time. Microcirculation is more capillary circulation, where you're nourishing tissues, carrying away waste products, and also the smaller blood vessels, the venules and, say, arterioles, the smaller tissues. Current vascular pharmacology. The clinical efficacy of diosmin with hesperidin in venous circulation, how things circulate in our veins, has been demonstrated by several randomized controlled studies. Randomized controlled studies are the best studies because that really pulls out any likelihood of bias, in which the rate of benefits was significantly shortened, meaning it works fast. An explanation for the ability to speed, again, this is not typically what scientists talk about, comes from the protection diosmin with hesperidin exerts on the microcirculation. From current vascular pharmacology, diosmin with hesperidin reduced venous distension, basically reduced the enlargement of veins, and venous capacitance, the resistance and capacitance of veins, is something that we experience in their enlargement and in swelling, and improved venous tone in women with various degrees of venous complaints about their veins. It does the same for men. Right. This is a gender-neutral product. There's no gender bias here on any of my products. Angiology. Diosmin with hesperidin produced a significant decrease in venous capacitance, venous distensibility, and venous emptying time. These are all characteristics that scientists and doctors measure, which all relate to how good our circulation is. So it simply improves the characteristics of our vein function. In addition, these changes were accompanied by a decrease in the ankle and calf circumference. That's why I've often said we should offer this product with a tape measure. And many people have actually said that to us. They measure their ankles. Right. And Muriel is someone who pays attention to that, and she's noticed a difference, and she's very fit.
A measurable difference.
Yes. International angiology, numerous pharmacological and clinical studies have shown the effect of this agent, diosmin with hesperidin, on venous tone and on the microcirculation. It's just I keep going from journal to journal and journal just because I want to give you a sense of the validation that there's no reason to even be skeptical. Right. Yes, it's on TV. Yes, I make the product. but I only make the product because it works, because of the science. World Journal of Gastroenterology. Diosmin mainly works by increasing the contraction of veins and local lymphatic drainage. The effects of diosmin are reflected in the reduction of capillary hyperpermeability, which is all relates to swelling in those tissues, and fragility in clinical studies. And most of us, as we get older, our capillaries get very fragile. We bruise very easily. Our blood vessels are not as healthy as they ought to be, and this is an opportunity to support their health. World Journal of Gastroenterology, diosmin exerts its effect on vasculature, that's the structure of our veins, by increasing vascular tone, lymphatic drainage, and capillary resistance. It is also assumed to promote wound healing. Well, any healing in the tissues of our legs, because one of the issues in the tissues of our legs, I'm sure someone who might be diabetic or something like that, you'll know that if you have an issue in your extremities, it's more problematic because the circulation of those extremities are more problematic. Obviously, this does not treat or any fashion diabetes or things. My point simply is, and I mentioned this last night, many of us, as we get older, we have, say, arthroscopic surgery on our knees, we might have a total knee replacement, we might twist our ankle, we might have issues with our extremities. And when we have an issue with our extremities, obviously, it's up to our healthy circulation to carry away waste products, to support the healing and promote healing, to carry nourishment, nutrients, and those healing components to those tissues. So to the extent we support healthy circulation, we further support the healing process. And there's no part of our body where the healing process is impaired due to its lack of proximity, really, in terms of access to adequate blood supply, that blood supply being carried away with its waste products. It challenges the tissues in our legs. So to support healthy healing, promote healthy healing in our extremities, you promote healthy circulation.
I could do this all day, honestly, and I know many, and it's funny, I just asked our team members if they could get me a pen, because I always write down notes as Andrew is talking. I want you to know, because, you know, we're sat here on this side of the camera and you're at home, I want you to know that absolutely anybody looking at this, listening to this, watching this, should have no doubt in their mind. The quality, the integrity, the effectiveness is through the roof. It's an amazing product from a gentleman that, as you can tell, puts everything into this. The science, the journals, the wording, the terminology, the facts, the evidence that's there is unrivaled. So you take the 2,500 reviews, 5 stars, you take all of these journals, you take 20 years doing it, Andrew introducing it into the United States, and you say, okay, this is gonna work for me. The feel, the look of the veins, the tone, the restless leg, these are all things that many of us suffer with and suffer from and struggle with. There is a way to feel some relief from that.
And I'm often asked, in experiencing that relief, am I going to be swallowing a big hard tablet? Will it upset my stomach? Can I take it on an empty stomach? The answer to those questions, absolutely never an upset stomach.
Right.
It's a small soft capsule containing an ultrafine powder. I make no tablets because tablets only are a problem for the people who use them. So we only put an ultrafine powder in a capsule. So this is going to be gentle even to the most sensitive stomach. You shouldn't trade benefits to your circulation and legs for problems in your digestive system. But just so you could see, that's the capsule right there. There you go. Small capsule, and I'll open it up, and you'll see the ultrafine powder it contains. It's literally like dust.
Now, when we see the big machines in the factory that they're going spinning around, that's what that's doing.
That 300 cubic foot blender is that large blender at our factory, which allows us to make things more efficiently. That's blending the ingredients I went through on the chart when we're talking about the diosmin, the hesperidin, the rutin. We're talking also about the butcher's broom extract, the grapeseed extract, the pine bark extract. All of those are being blended there. No additives, no flow agents, no excipients. I don't talk about this much anymore, but my products are the only products in the world where all of them are made without us putting manufacturing additives in them. Wow. That's why I moved my company over 20 years ago. I moved it from Santa Monica, California to Henderson, Nevada. The dry air in the desert allows us to make products that are 100% pure. So if you're someone with sensitivities or allergens, whether they're systemic or whether they're in your digestive system, we don't burden you with other chemicals or additives. You get just the beneficial ingredients you're seeking. You get the benefits this product can deliver. And as clearly as I might try to speak to those benefits, there's no clearer voice than those who have used the product. And again, we have over 2,000 reviews on this product. Over 95% of them are positive. Over 80% of them are perfect 5-star reviews. If that isn't almost a unanimous vote of confidence, then, and in this day and age, as I was talking about before, it seems there's almost nothing that we find agreement on. It's almost, I say, it's sort of human nature, I suppose. But human nature also is that as we get older, there is no escaping the fact that the blood vessels in our legs are going to change their appearance. Right. There's no escaping the fact that the way our blood vessels in our legs make our legs feel or look when we wake up in the morning or at the end of the day, there's no escaping the fact that it's going to worsen over time. This is an opportunity to roll back the clock, especially given all the challenges we have in our society, standing too much, sitting too much, being overweight. So we'll briefly talk about this at the end of the next hour and then just one more time this evening. So this is not something that one day a year, we give it a good, fair amount of time and then the pricing goes back to normal, which is still great pricing, better than it was when I introduced it. But this is one day a year where it's literally just pennies a capsule, a little more than a dime a capsule.
One thing I did hear loud and clear was Andrew does recommend 2. So to take 2 per day. So bear that in mind. When you buy the 750 caps, if you buy 2 of those, you get another $10 off. So, you know, take advantage of the savings.
2 people were taking it. Again, I recommend 2 a day. That's what the clinical science says.
Right.
Many people, I've read reviews, take 1 a day. I really think if you want to see the results, you need to be taking 2 capsules per day. Sometimes after that, if you want to take 1 capsule for maintenance, you can, but you'll maintain best at 2 capsules a day. And again, that's basically ends up being a little more than 25 cents a day. So it really becomes, it's an incredibly affordable, affordable product.
It's an investment in you. I mean, that's the thing. Let's head over this way and just remember, even beyond everything that we have said, if you get it home and you are not feeling that difference, seeing that difference within 30 days, please, we would want you to send it back.
And as we had said, and we'll talk about this again the next hour, because I didn't elaborate on it, even things like hemorrhoids. And so it's something that when we improve the quality and the health of our circulation, there's just such a long list of benefits, and we'll talk next about really the benefits of those benefits in terms of our quality of life.
Well, you can always tell when Andrew hasn't done a Today's Special in a long time on a certain product, because the response is typically through the roof. And folks, that's what happens. Since 2015 was the last time that glucosamine and chondroitin was.
Last night we spoke so much about circulation and vein support. We only spoke about this product for, I think, a little more than 5 minutes. And it just was in that 5 minutes, I think almost 10,000 bottles of this one were ordered. I
think a lot of people have been waiting for it, and folks, it is here. It is another Today's Special, so the best pricing of the entire year. Now, again, we only have a minimal amount of time here just because of what we have available, but we are doing it for the first time in nearly 3 years. If you are wanting better flexibility, better feeling in terms of your joints and your bones, Andrew's glucosamine with chondroitin is always one of those incredible well-received products. Today is your day. I'll quickly go over the pricing just because this will be a much shorter presentation than is typical on a Today's Special. So as you can see right here, best pricing of the entire year. $120 would normally be $59.80. Today it's $29.90. You save $30. $240, $119 would be the normal price. Today $54 and change, save $64. Since it's the first time in 3 years, a lot of people are going for this one or this one. Normally $204. Today it's $99, save $104. Look at this pricing, 720 caps, a special size, normally $260. Today, just $129.90. You save $129. And again, don't forget that bonus buy. Andrew, any particular reason why it's been so long since the Today's Special? I'm only on 4 times a year, and we try to do each time a couple of Today's Specials. Right. So there's only so many Today's Specials to go around. And this is a product that it's something I think that when I first introduced it back in 1979, which is whatever that is, 39 years ago. Don't think about it, Andrew.
I'm normally very quick with math, but I get slow with the math that requires me to acknowledge how old I'm becoming.
Bigger, yeah.
Because I always say, if someone asks, well, I'm 39, of course.
There you go.
But how can I say that now? Because I started my company 39 years ago, so it's becoming problematic. But we introduced glucosamine and chondroitin back at that time. And It took another decade or two before anyone really caught on. But even when they started catching on, they positioned their products differently. They positioned their products really as an anti-inflammatory drug. And that's kind of a disservice to glucosamine and chondroitin. It's not a drug, it's not an anti-inflammatory drug. What glucosamine really goes to, and chondroitin as well, it goes to the structure of our joint. It's really looking at sort of from a raw material basis. And when we look at the structure of our joints, these molecules, you could call them glycosaminoglycans, or and glycosaminoglycans are these class of molecules that allow our joint tissue to have this remarkable elasticity, strength and elasticity, flexibility, these lubricating properties. So that's glucosamine sulfate, that's chondroitin sulfate. Obviously, we've been doing it for longer than anyone else. And of course, in so doing, we know how to do it correctly. And it's not as though I think the other I think a lot of the companies, they don't even know how to do it correctly because they don't care. Because if they did, they would not offer glucosamine hydrochloride. Glucosamine hydrochloride, which is the most popular glucosamine salt, as they call it, out in the marketplace, it shouldn't exist. It shouldn't exist because the research is on, it's like selling, and there are inactive forms of vitamin E. It's like selling inactive forms of vitamin E. But then again, companies do that also, so it was a bad example. So it's fascinating that a lot of companies out there are quite comfortable putting something on the label of their product, even though they know if they read the science, which probably they don't bother, but if they read the science, they would know that glucosamine sulfate is the scientifically preferred, the source that has been scientifically validated, whereas glucosamine hydrochloride has not. So needless to say, for the last 39 years, we have only offered glucosamine sulfate, we have only offered chondroitin sulfate, we've only done so in their sodium-free forms.
Right.
So no one else has gone about this as consistently as we have. And again, the reason why we've never changed our form of glucosamine, even though I could probably reduce the cost of the glucosamine in this formula by almost half, maybe more than half, if I changed to glucosamine hydrochloride. But even if I could reduce the price of this product by 50%, why would it even make sense to offer it if it contained an ingredient that didn't work? It would be less expensive, much cheaper, but it wouldn't work. It'd be a waste of money. So that's really the story about glucosamine sulfate. Not a drug, not a medicine. The structural molecules that our bodies utilize to reconstitute, repair, regenerate joint tissue, which is a normal, everyday process going on all the time. It needs to be the proper form, or you're just wasting your time and wasting your money. We've always used the proper form.
Folks, please bear with us. We are extremely busy with people trying to order this one. If you are new to the world of Andrew Lessman vitamins and supplements, you will know that they are virtually every single one of them 5-star rated customer picks. This is something that, as Andrew said, with only a few visits per year, it hasn't been a Today's Special in nearly 3 years. Today is your day for support, for repair, cartilage, joints, maintaining that flexibility. And the cold weather obviously gets all of us. I have a bad knee from an accident many years ago, and this is a product that can certainly help make a difference. Because Andrew, here's the truth: if your joints aren't working properly, that has a huge impact on your entire life.
Well, your mobility, your comfort, and again, glucosamine and chondroitin aren't drugs or medicines. And what would probably be a good graphic, I'll try to talk about it this evening, to get our marine collagen peptides. Right. Because marine collagen peptides are the integrating protein that work with glucosamine and chondroitin to really give that resilience and that strength to those structural components in our joints. So marine collagen peptides, glucosamine and chondroitin are found in a protein matrix in these tissues and those collagen peptides. So if you wanted to try something that's sort of the next ingredient, this is really the foundation of joint support, what we're talking about here. And marine collagen peptides are sort of that next level of support that obviously, because glucosamine and chondroitin are found in a collagen protein matrix in our joints, it makes sense that supplementing the collagen peptides in an absorbable form will make a difference. So if we can get the graphic down there for that product in a moment, that would be. And also, again, just as circulation vein support has virtually perfect reviews, and you won't find glucosamine and chondroitin highly rated in a lot of other products because they don't use the right forms, they don't deliver it properly. But ours, again, it's a product with over 80% five-star reviews and almost 95% positive reviews.
I do believe, though, truly, it's Andrew being on television for all these years and talking directly to you, to us, to me as well, that makes us, I suppose, understand and appreciate what goes into it.
No, it's funny. When I first spoke about glucosamine and chondroitin on television, I didn't even have the product available on television. I was just referring to it because it wasn't really part of anyone's mentality at that time. Wow. We started doing this in 1979, basically because I was making products for elite athletes and professional athletes. And of course, for them, it just wasn't a matter of comfort. It was their livelihood. So being able to care for your joints was a critical product at that time. And of course, it's only been probably the last 15 or 20 years that glucosamine and chondroitin have entered more into sort of the common parlance and discussion of dietary supplements and nutritional supplements. And the one thing I don't like about it is they're sort of mischaracterized. Their role is exaggerated, that they're often spoken to as being a substitute for anti-inflammatory drugs or COX-2 inhibitors or things like that. And that's nonsense. And as I said, it's kind of an insult to glucosamine and chondroitin because they play, I think, an even more fundamental role, not I think, in that glucosamine and chondroitin are vital components of healthy joint tissue. So while you could do all those other medical things to deal with health issues with your joint tissue, you still have to be conscious of making sure you have the components for that healthy joint tissue. If anything, you have to be more conscious of that. And that's where glucosamine and chondroitin come in, and they have to be in their proper forms.
And Andrew, just to ask you a question on that, because in our graphics it says that perfect balance. What does that mean, the perfect balance?
The perfect balance, first of all, they have to be in their perfect form, and then it has to be a perfect balance. And what's interesting with glucosamine and chondroitin, it's kind of funny the way the calculation is done. With glucosamine, it's 1,500 milligrams of glucosamine in the form of glucosamine sulfate, which means 2,000 milligrams of glucosamine sulfate. What most companies, even if they offer sulfate, what they do is they give you 1,500 of glucosamine sulfate, which means you're really only getting a little bit less than 1,200 milligrams of actual glucosamine. So that's why we follow the science. And then with chondroitin, it's actually 1,200 milligrams not of chondroitin, but it's 1,200 milligrams of chondroitin sulfate. So with glucosamine, it's 1,500 milligrams of glucosamine as 2,000 milligrams of glucosamine sulfate. With chondroitin, it's 1,200 milligrams of total chondroitin sulfate. So you have to read the research, you have to know these things, or you're going to be shortchanged on the glucosamine, unfortunately. It's not a big issue because most products aren't even glucosamine sulfate, and if they are glucosamine sulfate, unfortunately, they usually do their calculation or often do their calculation incorrectly.
It feels good to be informed, though. It feels good to be just in the know, to know what it is that we're getting, what it is we're buying, why it's done in this way. I mean, Andrew spares no expense when it comes to developing and formulating these, and I know we've spoken a lot about it today, but it deserves it. The reviews are everything. They're everything. We live in a world where, unfortunately, it's too easy to be let down. If you are at home right now and you just woke up this morning and it is cold outside and your joints, your legs, they just don't feel like they're working the way they should do, it's an old nagging injury that keeps you up and awake all night, you have to try this product. You have to, because Andrew, you know, you pioneered a new way, certainly, to shop for vitamins and supplements by offering a new way to do it. But there's a lot of folks that still, even after all these years, have never seen you before.
No, it's funny. When I first started making supplements, I didn't want them in retail warehouses and stores where you couldn't predict. I was spending a lot of energy. I was making them myself. My own hands were making all the products. I didn't want them sitting in a warehouse and ruining all my hard work or sitting on a shelf. So the only way I offered my products was directly. And I remember friends of mine at the time saying, when I was offering vitamins directly, because vitamins were in supermarkets,
right?
Are you next going to be offering butter and eggs and milk directly? Which, whatever, 40 years later,
actually,
here we are online buying, pretty much everything online. And then, of course, this goes back to, in 1990, I was talking to QVC in January of 1991, first appeared on QVC. And again, it was sort of that same question. Would anybody be responsive to taking advantage of dietary supplements on air? And I said, the only way that works is if we're not selling supplements, but we're providing education and information.
Right.
And that doesn't mean that they're going to get our products, but they'll at least go in a supermarket or a pharmacy and be more informed.
Yeah.
And what I've always said, the more informed someone becomes, they'll end up coming back, because they'll learn that the way we make products is consistent with the science.
And Andrew, I hope you don't mind me saying this, and just to reveal a little behind-the-scenes secret of something that Andrew said to me many years ago when I first met Andrew. Originally, Andrew said, you know, for me, it is not important about being on air and selling vitamins. It is important for me that my customers understand the science, the benefits, the knowledge, to gain that wisdom. That's what Andrew said to me behind the scenes, and that is what you've lived by.
No, I've always said that. It's not important that you get my products. It's important that you get the information.
Right.
And also, if someone is going to be on TV and convinces you to do something blindly, without educating you, just convinces you to do something, then you'll be receptive to the next person who convinces you. But I've always said, if you're empowered with information and it's your informed decision, then the information is going to be the only thing that might change your decision. You're not going to be sold. You're going to be informed and make your own decisions. And what I just wanted to show was a little bit of the science here, because the science on glucosamine and chondroitin is great. As we look here, these are ingredients that have been looked at back when I did this in 1979. There was already great science available. More than 19,500 papers have been published on glucosamine, wow. More than 17,000 on chondroitin, more than 1,200 papers have been published on both being used together, and then combined, more than 2,600 clinical trials, meta-analyses, and systematic reviews have also been published. So there's been a great deal of scientific investigation
right.
on both of these ingredients. And again, you have to put them in their proper context. They're not drugs, they're not medicines. They're simply the ingredients that these tissues require. This is from the American Medical Association. Glucosamine sulfate is the first line of defense in supporting the health of the joints. According to the current scientific and regulatory recommendations, our results suggest that the long-term administration of daily oral glucosamine sulfate at the minimal dose of 1,500 milligrams supports the health of joint cartilage. From the Journal of the American Academy of Orthopedic Surgeons, the preponderance of scientific and clinical evidence supports the inclusion of glucosamine sulfate in a dose of 1,500 milligrams daily as a component of a joint support program. From Rheumatology, a recent study suggested that glucosamine had long-term structure-modifying effects, meaning it's not working as medicine or drug or anything like that. What it actually is doing, it's allowing your body to care for and to regenerate the tissue in the joints, structure-modifying effects. From Clinical Therapeutics, according to our findings, glucosamine sulfate appears to rebuild damaged cartilage. It is known that glucosamine sulfate stimulates the rebuilding of experimentally damaged cartilage. And I can go on and on with the research here. And this is something we all know, all our tissues in our body are constantly being repaired and rebuilt. Joint cartilage is constantly rebuilding itself, and as old or damaged cartilage breaks down, is replaced by new healthy cartilage. Glucosamine, in the form of glucosamine sulfate, has been shown to support regeneration of cartilage. So it's just something that has been repeated in the science and literature, but again, we just have to keep it in perspective. This is not a drug or a medicine. Those are the things you do if you have a certain health condition, right. You do working with your doctor. But this is something that you do to support that work, to support your body's maintenance of healthy joint tissue.
Well, with that in mind, I know we're wrapping this up. It's just, again, an abbreviated presentation. The first time it's been a Today Special in 3 years. If you buy that larger size, you get the $10 bonus as well. Any other words on this one? I
was just going to say we're getting down to already limited quantity on this, so I'm not sure how we'll be doing on this later this evening. So okay. We'll keep everybody posted on that. I did wonder why. I thought that's why it might have been reduced in timing so much, but it is available. You know, it's one of those products that people want, and today is the best pricing ever. Not forgetting as well our other Today's Special, Circulation and Vein. That's at the bottom of the screen. So 2 Today's Specials. And at the end of the second hour, we'll come back briefly to go over circulation glucosamine, and then we're just back this evening to do that again at 8 p.m. So just one more main show this after. Is it with Shannon or Colleen? I've forgotten. This evening, it's Colleen.
It's Colleen.
Yes.
So that's going to be this evening, so obviously stay tuned for that one. What's next then? Where should we go next?
We're going over there, and this is, what's interesting is a lot of folks, when it comes to joint health, there's sort of three products that I'll often speak to.
Right.
Obviously, foundational, you speak to glucosamine chondroitin, because glucosamine chondroitin are the foundational raw materials for those tissues. Marine collagen peptides, a similar role, because that's the collagen is the protein matrix that glucosamine and chondroitin imparts their benefits within. The next ingredient, in terms of its soothing benefits that people reach for, is turmeric. And interesting, when I introduced turmeric, and another ingredient that I first introduced in our products about 20 years ago, it's all the rage right now, but we've been talking about turmeric for almost 2 decades. But turmeric, initially, I was talking about it for its liver detoxification benefits, for its benefits for the brain. But now, where people really tend, and if you read the reviews on turmeric, I'd say the majority of the reviews speak to its soothing benefits for our joints. So it's fascinating how this product, and of course there's great science on that as well.
You see, Andrew, you're ahead of your time. You knew what was going to be hot way before.
Well, it's just simply because I read the science. I'm not getting my information about vitamins and things like that by watching television or by reading popular magazines. I'm getting my information about these ingredients by reading medical journals, scientific journals, clinical studies from around the world. In fact, the first research on diosmin for circulation vein support, all the studies were in French.
Right.
And at that time, I now speak French basically the same as I speak English, but at that time I did not. So we had to get them translated for us to even have an opportunity to bring that product to America. It was a very complex process. Then those translations we had to provide to the Food and Drug Administration, so it was really complicated.
Well, turmeric obviously has a long history. Even just the color is exciting to see. And again, everything is real and natural. That's the real color.
No, when you look at that that orange color, that deep orange color of, I think, the Buddhist robes.
Yes.
That's turmeric. That turmeric is something that was a food color. Obviously, it was a spice used in Asian cuisine for thousands of years. And turmeric root is just an ingredient. The curcuminoids, the protective compounds in curcumin, in turmeric, just have a long list of benefits. And it's something that I'm thrilled. I kind of stand here smiling because I've been talking about this ingredient for 20 years. And it's so funny how a little bit it falls on deaf ears. But then you'll find reviews of folks who've been using this product for a long time. But then eventually when the world, and turmeric was never a very popular product of mine until, say, the last 3, 4, 5 years, when all of a sudden the rest of the world has acknowledged it. What's great about turmeric, even though it's a spice, our turmeric will not upset your stomach.
Right.
Also, what you have to know about turmeric, someone can take the world's best extract of the turmeric root, which is where we start, and they could put it in a capsule with no additives at all, and it wouldn't be a good turmeric product.
Why?
The reason why is turmeric in its native form, if you get that great extract and it's, say, 95% curcuminoids, so it's almost 100% curcuminoids, which are the beneficial part of turmeric, on its own, it's very difficult to absorb and very rapidly processed out of the body. But if we take a lesson from Asian cuisine, we find a simple method to make turmeric and its curcuminoids absorbable and beneficial. And what happens when you cook turmeric in a stew, which now, we had a lot of recipes at the house where we used to use paprika.
Right.
Now we almost always change that for turmeric. What they both have in common is they both have a nice flavor, paprika and turmeric, but they're not hot. They're not spicy. So if you just need a nice neutral flavored spice, it's wonderful to use turmeric. Muriel, when she makes a little egg white frittata at the house with vegetables in it, she'll color it with turmeric, and everybody thinks it contains egg yolk as well. So it's pretty amazing, and it gives it a nice pungency, but it's, again, not spicy. That's sort of the nature of turmeric. But cooking with turmeric, whenever we cook, there's always some degree of fat, whether it's going to be a little olive oil or if we're cooking with any fish or chicken or meat, of course, there's fats contained in those. When we cook with turmeric, turmeric complexes with fats.
Right.
When turmeric complexes with fats, that's Mother Nature's whatever, FedEx, that's Mother Nature's delivery system. That's the most reliable delivery system for turmeric. And so in looking at the research, the curcuminoids in turmeric are dozens of times more available when complexed with fat. So given that we were complexing it with fat, we chose the fat. And we chose phosphatidylcholine because that's a fat that's beneficial for your brain and beneficial for your liver. So that's sort of the science behind why this turmeric product works so well.
And that's why it is the world's greatest turmeric. I mean, when you listen to that and understand how it's being delivered and how it's delivering the best benefits, that's why so many folks love it. If you're ordering it today, the value is fantastic. Some January special savings. We have the Try Me size of the 30 caps, typically $25, today $18.90, save $6. The 60 caps, typically $45, today $30, save $15. The 120, typically $75, today only $49.90, save $25. The 240, typically $130, today less than $80, and of course you're saving $50. Over 400 customer reviews as well, can't be wrong.
And that's, being that it's a monthly special, and because we were doing glucosamine and chondroitin, and they go hand in hand in terms of our joints and things like that, this is basically today's special pricing on our turmeric today. And sometimes I'll call it curcumin, sometimes I'll call it turmeric, but the curcuminoids are the ingredients in turmeric that deliver the benefits.
Okay.
And what I was going to do, I just grab some charts here really quickly. Those are just some review charts before we run along. But here we go. It says, recommended by myself and my doctor. This works. I have joint problems in my back. After being off the turmeric for around a week, my back got so much worse. It isn't a cure, but it really helps me. While I was off the turmeric, my doctor had called. I explained the situation, and he highly recommended that I go back on the turmeric because he had done studies that showed turmeric to be very beneficial.
Wow.
Amazing product. I'm nothing short of astonished. I'm 37 years old and had a sudden onset of stiffness and discomfort in both elbows, especially at night. It lingered for hours after I woke up in the morning. I made an appointment with a specialist to investigate. Meanwhile, I started taking Andrew's turmeric once daily. It's been about a week and my stiffness and discomfort is nearly gone. Of course, I will still see a doctor as scheduled and take this product with me to my appointment, but I'm thrilled at the possibility that I might be able to continue on with a natural supplement.
Fantastic.
If you're on the fence, try this to see if it helps you. Thank you, Andrew and HSN. I don't have to warn about any side effects. There's no issues or no problems. So it's actually providing benefits to all sorts of other systems in your body if your joints happen to be your target. Really works. I have joint issues, especially in the knees. I tried this product based on reviews from others, and it really works. Sometimes I forget to take it for a few days, and I'll notice my knees are a problem again. Then I get back on it. Sometimes it takes a day or two to build up again, but it really helps. I love taking something natural. I'm staying with this one. And again, you could take it, people will take it as for a liver cleanse to support their memory and brain function. So you have your pick, all of the above. Herbal medicine wins. I've had shoulder issues for about the last 2 to 3 years, and I've tried a little bit of traditional medicine as well as homeopathic treatments. After a lot of Google and YouTube research around the subject of turmeric, I decided to give Andrew a try since I've been a long-time user of his fish oil products. I was highly pleased with the results, not to sound like a complete cliche, but I felt immediate results within a few hours of taking the first capsule. We'll just do one more. Miracle worker. I was having a horrible time getting up and walking. My joints bothered me. I take many of your supplements, and I love them. I ordered turmeric, and within 3 days, I had improvement. It has been several weeks, and I'm back to my usual activities. I can't thank you enough for giving me back my life.
So is it cumulative, Andrew? You just keep on taking it, you start to feel more and more benefits?
Well, because of the nature of how it works, I would say yes. It's something that at some point, it's simply supporting the tissues in your body, because what we have to remember, our body is constantly dealing with the assault that we call life, that our body has to constantly be maintaining every cell. Every cell is basically contending with the challenge of existing in this world, whether it's oxidation, inflammation, and that on a cellular level. So these are all stresses that our body has to accommodate. Turmeric the curcuminoids in turmeric have been shown to play a number of roles in helping our body contend with life's, say, processes. And one of those roles is this soothing role that's particularly, again, it's not a pain relief product, but it's soothing for our joints, and in so doing helps to improve our joint function.
If you'd like to try the turmeric, it is available. The special pricing is there. Take advantage while we do have it available today. We're going to head over this way. It's already the end of our very first hour.
Yes.
Andrew, when it comes to fish oil products, this is one that really kind of divides a lot of folks because we know there's a lot of great benefits, but many of us have bought fish oil products in the